This day in history coming up.
Let's roll the segue wheel.
Right on.
We've got a bad pun. I'll give you... Well, it's associate, but I'm going to do bad pun. Fuck it. I already said bad pun.
Bad pun. Let's go.
Rocktober.
Rocktober 23rd in 1961. Dion, if you know what Dion is. Heartthrob, teen idol. Dion started his 2-week run in U.S. single chart with Run Around Sue. It reached number 11 in the UK. It was a great song, actually. Wait, hey, whoa, da hey, da hey, da hey, hey, whoa, da hey, da hey, da hey, hey. 1962, Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, who was only 12 in 1962. That's why he's still around. It seems like he's been around forever, and he has, at least as far as I'm concerned, because his first hit was the month before I was born, basically. 12-year-old little Stevie Wonder recorded his first hit single at Motown Records. Thank You for Loving Me All the Way, backed by the Funk Brothers. And of course, he had his first number one was called Fingertips 2. And Stevie, blind kid playing the drums. And he plays a lot of instruments, by the way, the harmonica, the keyboards, anything with keys on it. 1963, the Beatles completed a final session for their second album with the Beatles, recording I Want to Be Your Man. The group then drove to London Airport for a flight to Stockholm, Sweden. Speaking of Sweden, maybe this is where they got the idea to just, be fascist. I don't know. Probably not. The group then drove to London Airport to flight to Stockholm, Sweden to get their first foreign tour. The Fab Four were met at Stockholm Airport by hundreds of girl fans that had taken the day off of school. There you go. Corrupting those poor Swedes. 1963, Bob Dylan recorded The Times They Are Changing at Columbia Records recording studios in New York City. Dylan wrote the song as a deliberate attempt to create an anthem of change for the time, influenced by Irish and Scottish ballads. In January 1984, young Steve Jobs would recite the second verse of The Times They Are Changing during the opening of the 1984 annual Apple shareholders meeting, where he famously unveiled the Macintosh computer for the first time. I don't know why that's in there, but oh well. Times they are changing. Old Bob Dylan letting you know. Everly Brothers, we talked about them earlier, didn't we not? Two Marines. Everly Brothers in 1963, while they were still in the Marines. The Everly Brothers, Little Richard, Bo Diddley, Mickey Most, the Rolling Stones, Julie Grant, and the Flintstones. The Flintstones all appeared at Odeon Theatre, Nottingham, England. I hope the Flintstones didn't, because they were a cartoon. Maybe on the screen back of them, right? All right. 1966, Jimi Hendrix recorded their first hit single, Hey Joe, at the D. Lane Leah Studios in London. The earliest known commercial recording of the song is the late 1965 single by Los Angeles garage band The Leaves. The band then re-recorded the track and released it. In 1966 follow-up single, which would become a hit. Let's go to 1976. The Jam played an afternoon show at Soho Market, London, England. In the evening, The Clash appeared in the ICA in London. The Jam was like a kind of a ska band, but a punk ska band. And The Clash, they were kind of went together, man. I would have loved to see that show. That's basically all we got for today. Let's see what else we got. 1982 Culture Club were at number one single charts with Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? The band's first chart topper. Nirvana played their first ever European show in 1989. They appeared in Newcastle's Riverside Club in Northeast England. It was the first night of a 36-date European tour for the group, who were sharing the bill with Tad. I don't know who Tad is. I think that's everything for today.
Really?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, let's go on to this day in history. We're only going back to 1925. It's only 100 years we're going back. It's amazing. American comedian Johnny Carson was born 100 years old today. Happy birthday to Here's Johnny. The Tonight Show was hosted. Johnny Carson was host of the Tonight Show, established a standard format for television chat shows. So he's part of our mic drop moment. Also, Ed McMahon, part of our mic drop moment, because he was Johnny's announcer. 1941, the Disney animated classic Dumbo had its world premiere. I resent the fact they borrowed my name for that. 1942, the British, led by Field Marshal Bernard Law Montgomery, launched a successful infantry attack against the Germans in El Alamein, Egypt, during World War II. And Monty became the hero of Great Britain. We needed a war hero, and Monty provided it, by golly, for the British. 1944, during World War II, U.S. forces were under the leadership of Admiral Halsey. We're so sorry, Uncle Albert and Admiral Halsey. Commenced a decisive air and sea battle against the Japanese on the central Philippine island of Leyte. Admiral Halsey couldn't find me. He had to have a bath or he couldn't get to sea. I had another look and I had a cup of tea and a butter pie. You're supposed to say butter pie. 1956. The International Atomic Energy Agency was created with the purpose of increasing the contribution of atomic energy to world peace. Yay! World peace. That's breaking all over the place. 1956, the same day, the Hungarian Revolution began with a massive demonstration in Budapest. Hungary still trying to fight under the rule of a demagogic, power-hoarding
the demigod
dictator. Power-hoarding dictator. After all this time, had to fight the first day to fight the Soviets, and now they're going through this crap. 1998, American singer Britney Spears released the single "Baby One More Time," which, accompanied by a Lolita-like music video, became a huge hit and helped make her a pop star. Wow, I bet you that was big with the Epstein gang, huh? 2001, Apple introduced the iPod, a portable media player that became one of the most successful and revolutionary products in early 2000s. Again, we're bringing up Steve Jobs. We can't help ourselves. 2003, here's an interesting tidbit of information. Su Mi-ling, the second wife of nationalist Chinese President Chiang Kai-shek, who is the original leader of Taiwan, or as they call it, Chinese Taipei, or whatever they call it these days, and a Formosa, maybe, and a powerful political figure in her own right. She died at the age of 106. Yeah, 106. Dadgummit. That's a radical life to lead, and you make it to 106. Our featured event on this day, 241 Marines were killed by Ronald Reagan on this day in 1983. That's right, Ronald Reagan put some American troops into some French troops too. I don't know if French troops probably had the same orders, but Reagan wasn't in charge of the French. I don't know. But he told the Marines, hey, you Marines can only be here if you don't load your weapons. Yeah, imagine going to war with an unloaded weapon. You might as well just be waving a freaking candy bar at them. Hey, I got a candy bar. Hey, you can throw a candy bar. A lot farther than you can throw a gun with no rounds in it. So anyway, suicide bomber crashes through the gate, and the guard just goes, oh, I wish I could shoot him. And there he goes. Bang, 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 bang. I can't shoot him. I don't have any ammo. So Ronald Reagan put Marines in a sitting duck position. They all got killed, and he never paid a political price for that. Imagine that. You think there would be justice in this world? Nah, there's none. They just, whatever. Reagan's still hailed as a great president by people, and I never understood it. He was never great. He was never even competent. He barely even knew what the hell was going on. And he made a lot of bad choices, a lot of bad decisions, and ruined the middle class forever. Featured birthday, Pele, or they call it, Brazilian soccer player. He was born this day, October 23rd, 1940, would be his 85th birthday. He was born in Três Corações, Brazil, died in Sao Paulo, Brazil, at the age of 82 and the year of 22. So all hail Pele, the greatest soccer player of all time. Argue with me on that point, if you will. Other birthdays today, Michael Crichton, American author, born in 1942. Ang Lee, Taiwan-born film director, 1954. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Crouching Tiger. Life of Pi, he made that movie. Nancy Grace, birthday, the lady that looks perpetually like she's about to shit. Nancy Grace, American legal commentator, and with I Gotta Take a Shit face, permanently on her head. 1962, Doug Flutie, the shortest person to win the Heisman Trophy. I don't know, he's only 5'6", American football player. Born in 1962, so happy 63 to Doug Flutie. On our National Day calendar, we're going to get on to this some more. It's National iPod Day. We know why. The iPod was put on the market on this day. It's National TV Talk Show Host Day. Why? Because it's Johnny Carson's birthday. It's National Mole Day. Do you know what mole is? M-O-L-E. We've covered this before. And it's
sure.
also the
How's
day.
It spelled? Oh, it's the mole. It's atomic. It's the atomic mole. A mole is a unit of measurement used in chemistry to express amount of chemical substance. So it's all about chemistry, the mole.
How it's expressed. It's expressed as Avogadro's number, 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23, which is got to be an astronomical number, right? It's defining the number of particles in 1 mole of substance, one of the 7 base SI units. There you go, chemistry. Get all into it. You'll know. You'll know if you're a chemist, you know. By golly, you took that test and became a chemist. It's National Swallows Depart from Capistrano. That's in Southern California between San Diego and Los Angeles. I used to drive through Capistrano all the time on my way up Interstate. I think it's Interstate 5 there. Or is it 405? Oh, I think it's 5. Yeah, I think it's 5. Yeah. Interstate 5. Let's go with that. National Boston Cream Pie Day. I love me a cream pie. That's some good shit there. Boston cream pie. I could eat 5 of those, probably die. And it's National Horror Movie Day. I don't know why it wouldn't be like closer to Halloween, but I guess people start watching them a week before Halloween to get ready. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. They bore me to tears. I don't understand them. I don't understand the attraction to them. I think psychotic people make them. I think the people that make these movies are probably serial killers or potential serial killers. I don't understand horror movies. I don't understand the attraction to them. People like being scared. I don't understand it. Anyway, there you are. It's National Horror Movie Days. Your mispronunciations, your list, everything for October 23rd, 2025. Don't forget your mispronunciations. October 23rd, 2025. Before Boston cream pie.
Well, of course you can't say cream pie without having a dirty joke, but I don't have a dirty joke for you. I couldn't find one fast enough. So instead I have...
I'll go for clean jokes.
Only clean jokes, sadly. How does a cream pie answer the phone?
Hello? This is a cream pie talking.
Meringue, meringue. There's meringue in Boston cream pie. Okay. I changed my iPod's name to Titanic.
Yeah? Why?
It's sinking now.
Why? Oh! That was too obvious, right? That was too obvious.
And finally, far from being fundamentalist suicide bombers are skeptics. They always have to C4 themselves.
Oh, man.
It's a pun, man. Called them like C4.
Homer liked it, but most of the audience groaned.
Okay, there's our puns. And there is an International Day of Snow Leopard. We were celebrating the lynx returning to the UK the other day. Yep, and now we're going to celebrate the snow leopard. It's one of the elusive big cats. It has a huge, fat, thick tail because it's got to store all that heat for the winter. It's a dawn and dusk, similar to many cats are like that. And they're actually known to not be very aggressive towards humans, probably because they haven't seen a lot. So they're like, what the fuck is that?
You know the old saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack that thing. It's loud and doesn't seem to be aware I'm here. Snow leopards are found in the high mountains of Asia, such as Afghanistan, Bhutan, China, India, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Mongolia, Nepal, Pakistan, and the Russian Federation, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. They're still endangered. They're the ghosts of the mountains, and leave them alone and let them live out their life, I guess, in the mountain range.
You know the old misstated metaphor, a leopard can't change his stripes. But it's also true. A leopard can't change his stripes because he doesn't have any.
No, he doesn't. Also, this weekend we have United Nations Day. So the United Nations is celebrating itself.
Oh, more.
Thanks to that 80 years of building a future and at least talking about it. People may say the UN doesn't get a lot done, but if you don't talk about how it needs to get things done, well, it's useless.
Yeah.
So it's good that the UN exists, even if it doesn't get everything, doesn't fix the world's problems, but at least they're talking about the world's problems, because it's much easier to ignore them if you don't talk about it. Yeah.
People that make money from war say the UN doesn't work, because they make money from war.
It's also the United Nations World Development of Information Day. So mobilize your public opinion, learn information, and make your own opinions based off your own information, not what Steve down the street has been saying for 5 years. Okay? Do your own research, develop your own internal understanding of things that are happening, and get your own public opinion on that based on the stuff you know, not the stuff people tell you.
That's right, man. Steve doesn't know shit from Shinola